Good morning from Speewah Gorge National Park. We are staying at Speewah Campsite and it's pretty good. It is one of the campsites that you can see cassowaries. Unfortunately, we haven't this time, but the mission continues to see a cassowary. We're staying in Site 1 and we've seen a few wallabies, a few kangaroos. Very quiet. Do book in advance if you are staying in a vehicle or rooftop tent or caravan. Well, it does advise not to bring caravans up here, but if you are staying in a tent on the vehicle, book in advance because there's only 3 spots and the rest is just like on the floor tents. We've just passed Cairns. You may be thinking, oh James, you said you'd show us Cairns. Well, we will, but we changed our plan and we're gonna head upwards towards the Daintree and then head back down towards Cairns and then explore it as the last thing we do before we go across to Darwin. That's the plan. You now know the plan. Don't complain, but that's the plan. We're heading on to Port Douglas today, which we will explore extensively. Is that the word? Extensively. We will explore it well. We've landed.
In Port Douglas.
You look like a cassowary then.
Did I?
Yeah. What's our first destination in Port Douglas?
4 Mile Beach.
4 Mile Beach?
Yep.
Approximately
100 metres from here. 150
and it's about
meters.
4 miles long.
Yeah. I think
Feels
it
like
might be 4 miles.
There's a lot of beaches named like 9 Mile, 4 Mile, and it feels like a really lazy name for a beach. Like, oh, what should we name this beach?
They gave up
4 Mile
at that
Beach.
point, didn't
Like,
they? At least call it like
Cassowary Beach.
Willow Tips Beach or something.
All right, so we're at Willow Tips Beach, guys.
In Port Douglas, if you don't know it.
Search it.
Yeah, get
Probably
to
won't
know.
be there. Anyway, let's go. What do we do when there's flags?
Swim between them.
Oh yeah.
But probably don't swim because there's crocodiles in this water.
And stingers.
And stingers.
Oh, it's a cracker. So just across from 4 Mile Beach, you can walk to Flagstaff Hill. It's got a lookout. Hey. Yeah. All right then, let's look out.
I don't know what we're going to look out at today because the weather is absolutely rubbish.
We'll look out at the water.
But if we can even barely see it, maybe.
Whatever.
Eh?
Whatever.
The
Josie's in a bad
visibility is
mood.
poor.
Josie's in a bad mood because of the weather. But I'm staying strong. I'm fighting through it all. We're going to Flagstaff Point Lookout. It's a walking track just off 4 Mile Beach, but only about half a mile from where we started.
Not 4 miles.
Not 4 miles. There's 3.5 miles the other way. Is I don't know what, but this way is Flagstaff. Can you see anything yet?
No, because visibility is too bad.
I don't think it's that bad. You can still see everything. These things are everywhere.
So, put your phone just like that and it has the perfect frame for a snap of the coast. But look at what it's meant to look like, the current water here. Look at that blue. And look at it now, it's grey and muddy.
And like
and
the
brown,
UK.
And it looks like the UK and I hate the UK. I'm joking, I don't, but I don't want it to look like.
So we are here. We came from here and we're going all the way to here. But this link here is Lookout Link Blue, Class 3 section, recommended for people with some walking experience.
I have some walking experience.
I've also walked with these legs, so what do you think?
I've actually done it for a whole 25 years.
25 years of walking? Damn,
Yeah.
that's some experience.
I know.
So they say you can see dolphins and whales from these points, but
And stingrays.
and stingrays and jellyfish, but I think the water's a bit too gloomy, a bit too grey for us to see anything, unfortunately.
This is where the 25 years of walking experience. Don't try that at home.
Wait, You said you had 25 years of walking experience.
Yeah.
You're 25. So did you just start walking straight away?
When I was like, I was a really quick walker though.
How old?
I don't know.
Like 3?
No, before
2?
I was 1.
Okay, so you haven't been walking for 25 years. More like 24 and a half years. So you lied to all of us, you lied to your family, you lied to your friends, you lied to all of us. So the moral of the story is Josie lied to all of us. Don't feel let down because she lies to me quite a lot, so you just have to deal with it sometimes. Deal with that sort of thing.
Yeah, to be fair, like I actually lied about where I was last night. I was out in the club.
So this is the section 3 made for experienced walkers like yourself. How are you handling it?
My 24 and a half years are coming in handy.
There's a person on a boat out there.
It's James Cook.
Captain Cook. Yeah, I don't think so.
Captain Hook. Do you reckon that's why they got the name Captain Hook?
Probably. But you wouldn't find me on a boat out there in these waters.
For my small leg gang as well, these eroded steps make it a bit harder.
I'm part of Big Leg Gang. So come with me and I'll show you how a real walker walks.
No one likes the big leg gang. By the way, you can drive up here, so don't feel like you have to walk to get the view, you can drive.
So we have one more thing left to do in Port Douglas, and that is, I'm not going to say it because I get all the names wrong.
Rex Smeal Park.
Rex Smeal Park. Rex Smeal
I think so, yeah.
Park. And that is the last thing we're going to do today.
So it's been a while since we've shown you what's going on with the car. We have recently, like a couple of days ago, made an upgrade, which so far has changed our whole life, to be honest.
Changed our lives.
Like, it's a drastic, a small upgrade for a drastic outcome.
A Jurassic outcome?
Yeah, Jurassic one. So we have upgraded to a DC-DC dual battery charging system.
Wow. What is that?
So,
It sounds complicated.
it's not. It was so easy. It's a plug and play.
A plug and play?
You
That
just
easy?
plug it in. Honestly, so easy.
Wow.
So it has 2 loop rings, connect it to your battery, your starter battery in the front. Then you run some cables along your car. Put them in the casing if you fancy. If not, just let them hang loose. It doesn't really matter.
Hang loose.
Hang loose. Then you got a box. 25 amps we went for rather than 40 amps. That was enough for us. A box, and it has wires coming out with Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson
clips,
connections.
Anderson connections. Plug. Like a plug socket. Plug that in to the wire you just fed from your starter battery. That has a plug into the 25 amp thing box. Then there's another plug coming out. You plug it into your secondary battery.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle. And there's even a third plug where you can plug solar in if you want. You can even run your solar panel off this thing as well. Our solar panel in probably peak sun would charge around 10 amps per hour. Now, don't worry if you don't really understand. I don't really understand what that means either. It's kind of slow. That's all you need to know.
It's kind of very slow. And what does this one charge at?
25 amps per hour.
Per hour?
And if you don't know what the per hour bit means, don't worry. All you need to know is that it's more than double what our solar was putting into our battery.
So
crazy.
Worth it?
100 million trillion gazillion %. We just drive and this little device charges our battery while we drive. $208 was the deal. It took us a little while because we were being princessy about it and we hid all the wiring. Otherwise, maybe leave yourself an hour. That's it.
Do you think?
It's very cute.
It is nice, isn't it?
It's just a shame that it's like overcast.
It's a shame we had our lunch before we came here. This is a nice place for lunch,
Oh yeah.
isn't it?
It would have been a nice place to have a picnic or something.
Yeah, it would.
At least it's not raining.
At least, yeah.
This is Rex Smeal Park. And apparently the sunsets are really good here as well.
Ah, sunsets?
Sunsets.
Sunsets here?
Yeah.
Huh.
But we won't be staying for sunset. But apparently, if you are in Port Douglas overnight, come here for the sunsets.
Okay, noted.